Yo guys, what up? It's your boy Oblivion back in the building, and today's commentary is going to be a very special one. I'm going to be talking about a date, and in general about how to get dates, I guess, because I always go on tangents and I give advice and I start talking about my life experience and skills that I've learned. So first of all, this has been requested by Joey, my good friend. Boy, you are the real MVP, coming up with the request, the real talk, and not the Call of Duty talk. Speaking of which, by the way, this gameplay is a Switch class with a longbow, with a longbow and the FHR. It's a really good gameplay, I think. But yeah, enough of that. First of all, how the date got started. I'm pretty sure if you guys watched my previous video, I already explained this, but I'm gonna explain it better this time. All right. So I'm also gonna put it on the screen for you guys in the up right corner if you guys want to read it for proof. But how I asked this girl out on a date was very simple really, because my friend tried to set me up beforehand already, and we met up in real life already at some kind of pre-drink place. She seemed pretty hot, but I was kind of dating another girl already that was at the same pre-drink, so I didn't really talk to her. I didn't even actually notice her. But then my friend comes to me and she's like, "What do you think of my friend?" And I'm like, "Shit, I guess she's pretty cool. I didn't really see her." And then what happened was, it actually didn't work out with me and the other girl that I was seeing. So at that point I was like, you know what, fine, let me give her a shot, why not? So ever since then I was just like, okay, well, cool, let's hit it, I'm gonna go for it. So then I texted her finally saying, "Coffee, you, me, tomorrow." And she was like, "Yep, what time?" And see guys, this is what I'm talking about. This is some good shit right here. The thing is, it's very short and straight to the point, no bullshitting around, because if someone's trying to set you up, especially if someone's trying to set you up, there is no reason to go fucking around being like, "Yo, how are you doing? And what are you wearing? And how deep is your vagina?" I mean, who said that? No, but what I mean is, there's no reason to be indirect ever, to be honest. You can always just be direct and just say what you want to say, do what you want to do. So she instantly says, "Yep, what time?" And I said 4 o'clock, sounds very romantic. And I'm not going to reveal the last line because that's the location where we're going to meet. And she's like, 4 o'clock, yes, I know. I always say 4 o'clock, by the way, because I don't like saying o'clock. It sounds boring and it's non-memorable. And cock is just funny. It also brings her into the mindset of sex and fucking just make it a little bit more sexual and not that bland and boring. So I always do it like that. I always make sexual jokes, by the way, if you guys haven't fucking realized already. Also, another fun thing to do instead of saying 4 o'clock is you can put like a very specific time, like 4:03 and 25 seconds. Like that's something funny. And then if they ask like, why not 4 o'clock? Then I'm just like, well, I already anticipate that you're gonna be late, so. And then it's kind of like a teasing way. And then if they show up on time, you give them a high five, you give them a hug, you give them a finger or two, whichever one works better, right? So then after that, I obviously ask her number, because you want to call. You definitely want to call, because no one calls nowadays. Everyone just keeps texting, and it's kind of boring. Just actually, to be honest, now that I'm thinking about it like this, just be different. Don't be like every single other guy out there or every single other girl out there, and make your experience a little bit more memorable. Which brings me straight into how the actual date went. At first we were going to meet up at 5:30, but then she messaged me because she's going to be late. She was like, "I'm straightening my hair and this and that," or drying her hair, sorry, my bad. And she doesn't live that close, so I sent her this. It's fucking brilliant, guys. I don't know how I came up with it, but it's just spur of the moment thing, and it popped to mind, and I was like, shit, I have to do this or else I'm gonna feel bad for the rest of my life. And so I sent that, and then she was laughing her ass off in real life. So how the date actually went, so we went to this place, right? We met up for coffee at first, because, well, coffee is pretty generic, it's pretty basic. If you don't really know the person that well just yet, then coffee is a very low investment place, a very low investment activity to do. And if it goes bad, you can bail. If it goes well, then you can continue with something more. Like, that's how I've been doing it, and it's very recommended. Also, coffee is not expensive. So we went to coffee and we just sat down and talked a bit about all kinds of things, like just making jokes and being playful, fucking playing with her legs. I love playing with girls' legs. It always entertains me. But after that, we decided to go get something to eat. But before we went to get something to eat, I led her to the station, which is literally right across the street, because at the station they had a piano, and since I play piano, you know, I started whipping out some songs from The Weeknd, like Earned It, and she loves The Weeknd and Future and Drake and all that type of shit. So obviously she was super excited to hear me play like that. Afterwards we went to the food place to eat, because apparently she was also hungry. I wasn't that hungry, to be honest, but you know what, fuck it, do it for her, because she was actually pretty cool, so why not. Went to get something to eat, but also something to drink, if you guys know what I mean. We got some gin tonics in there. For me personally, I always think that drinks are a great addition to dates, because it loosens up the whole conversation, makes it a little bit more sexual as well, especially at night, and it just opens up other doors than if you were just sober. Obviously, you don't want to become too fucking drunk, because then you can't do shit. And also, if it goes badly, she can be like, no, you know, I was drunk, I didn't mean it, and then it's all fucked. So, don't want to be too drunk. You can be sober completely, it's no problem either. Like, there's been enough dates that went great just sober. But having a little bit of alcohol for me is just enhancing the fun a little bit. So, after that, we went walking through the city when the shops were closed. It was really fun because
I was running through the six with my woes.
Anyways, yes, so just walking through the city, and then we got to this bar, because she lives pretty close to this bar. At this bar, specifically tonight, they had a pub quiz. It was like very like rock-based pub, so it wasn't really my exact thing, but it was fun nonetheless, because obviously with a couple of drinks, everything gets fun. But we also pooled and got some more drinks, so it was really nice. After the date, obviously it's not really a second date, because we set a date to go out, as in to actually go out partying to a party, which is coming up this Tuesday. So that's gonna be a lot of fun. I'll let you guys know about that as well if you guys are interested. Leave a comment down in the description. Let me know if any of this sounds like interesting to you guys, and I will make some more videos on this in the future, because I'm not an expert. No fucking way am I an expert, but I know a couple of things, and they have helped me out greatly in the past few years. So hope you guys enjoyed this video. Leave a like if you did. Don't forget to comment, subscribe, because everything is fucking free over here, and I'll see you guys in the next video.